welcome back to another One Piece thing. Today, we're gonna be looking at Nami. This is not like your atypical Nami list. In fact, it's been a while since I've played with the standard Nami list, which is just kind of like blue, yellow, generic good stuff. Today, though, we do have a more interesting list, something concocted by Eggman Events, or the Eggman, depending on what his what name he wants to use. And the idea is this is kind of like two of his lists mushed together, which the idea of the first list I saw from him was using the baby engine for Luffy to give your Nami a 2k buff, as well as then adapting it over to a Beiji list where we utilize the Straw Hat searchability and the Supernova searchability to basically grab almost everything from this list. The only stuff that isn't searchable is this Luffy and then these three utility cards, which you can, I would argue you should probably keep Nojiko at a minimum too. But like, you know, the Gion, the Pudding, and this baby engine, you can switch that out for stuff you don't want. Like, for instance, the list that Eggman started to use was a burn strategy. So let's see how quickly I can find this stuff. Like, he was using Robin, obviously using Kid, and then using, where's his dumb face? Here he is, Hawkins. So just leaning heavier on the life burn strategy in the Supernova package. So that's kind of what you could do with these cards. However, I'm choosing to build it like this just because I like the play pattern of giving your Nami a 2k buff on attack, so you're getting to swing for, you know, at minimum you can swing for like a 8 because Nami needs a Dawn on her, and then on your opponent's turn you can defensively be a 9k leader, which is like stuff you see for like Luffy and some other big body leaders where they just set at big life totals. Like specifically Red Purple Luffy is really good with doing that with the what's his name, Whitebeard, with the Whitebeard. So that's kind of the same mentality we're kind of going with here. Some of the issues I have with this deck is there's not a lot of staying power. There's not a lot of good mid-range bodies, I would say. I don't know what I could do to fix that. Also, I'm playing with this Red Hawk again. I know it's good. I just need more practice with it. So you gotta be patient with me while I make my mistakes with this counter, with this event card, as I just learn it. It's also searchable, funny enough. I believe it's searchable with this Beiji, because this is just a card, yeah, card type. So yeah, it's a Straw Hat. So this is, no wait, it's not searchable. No, because Beiji can only search up a 2 costs or more. So Beiji can't even search up this Red Hawk. Oh, that sucks. And I don't think there's a blue Nami searcher that I'm aware of, but I don't think it could get us there. If I can even remember what set it came out in, or if it was a promo. Oh, this sucks. My plans foiled before they even were able to hatch. Unfortunate. This is the one. Yeah, no, this is for blue events, which would only be good for Red Rock. Red Rock can be searchable with Beiji, but apparently not Red Hawk. Oh, that sucks. That's like half the reason why I put Red Hawk back into this, is because it's got good utility, I'm not gonna lie, but it not being searchable with Beiji. Why did they make it a 2 cost or more? Beiji, why do you suck? Can't even search this searcher out. Boo. We'll see. It's still pretty good because it can search out other Beijis. It can search out it can search out it can search out other Beijis. It can search out the Luffy's. It can search out this Frankie. Like, it has a place in here, but we'll see. We'll see. Either way, we're gonna play like, you know what? I didn't even like. I mean, I haven't done it card by card in a while, but like Nojiko can bounce a 5. Gion, I think, is something that you should consider putting into more decks, where if you're up against more blue purple Luffy's, more event heavy decks, Gion is very good because it forces them to bottom deck a card. Putting, everyone knows, putting, if your opponent has more than 5 cards in hand, you putting them and then make them cry, discarding it, and then basically drawing 5 again. Beiji is a searcher for Fire Tank Pirates and Straw Hats. However, they have to be a cost 2 and above. This Trafalgar Law is a promo card back in who knows when. And it basically on play, if your opponent has 6 or more cards in hand, you force them to draw the card from their life. So it's kind of like another version of this kid, just, you know, for less Dawn. This is a Frankie. This Frankie is a 2k counter, and occasionally you can play off of life with the trigger ability. This is a Beiji. Beiji is going to be able to push our Luffy from hand into our life, which is what we want, so we can use our kid. This is a Supernova Searcher for, this is Luffy, who is a Supernova Searcher, however is unable to search out other Luffys. So that's where Beiji's kind of trying to pick up the slack. Useless Kid. I originally had the 8 cost Luffy in this spot, but I feel like maybe Kid is going to be a little bit better in this spot. We'll see. We could switch back, but this one is basically on play, trash one of your opponent's life, and then end of your turn, if your opponent, what is it, has 2 or less life cards, draw 1 and discard 1 from your hand. So card cycling, pretty good. Law, basically on play, let's see, reveal a Supernova card, put it from your hand to the top of your deck or life deck face up. Yeah, and then the rest of it is Supernova relevant, which we're not Supernova leader. This one is if one of your Supernova gets targeted with removal, it allows you to put it into your life area instead, so it doesn't get removed. And then these are just the 2 babies where you can trash this, reveal the top card of your life. If it's a Luffy, you can play it out and then give your leader a 2k buff, which is kind of the whole linchpin of this deck. That's what we're building this deck around, is this interaction here. And then this Luffy is once per turn. This character gets 2k buff, and then you draw the top card of your life. Or is it trash? 1 or more life cards. Draw 1 card and trash the top card of your life. That's what it is. It trashes. Okay. So you draw a card, trash the top of your life. That's what it does. Red Rock, bottom deck, whatever your opponent just played or whatever you don't like on your opponent's field. Red Rock, this event, I've never had a great time using. So you may rest 3 Dawn, so pay 1, rest 3 Dawn. If both players' total amount of life is 5 or more, KO to one of your opponent's characters with an original cost of 5 or less. This is good removal, good early to mid game removal. Your primary target is the Sanjin Pudding. So since it's an original cost, it doesn't matter if they power boost it or what, they'll be able to remove it. And then the counter event. The counter has gotten me a lot as well. Up to one of your leaders gain 3k power during this battle, so you can't use it to defend your other characters, and you can only use it for your leader. It's like 2 halves of a shit sandwich. It's how I want to describe this thing, or like 2 halves of a bad sandwich that you don't like. It's like, I want to like it, I really want to like it, but it's just like it's good utility, just not the greatest utility out there. So we're gonna try this out, see how it works. Gotta move a few things. There we go. Okay. All right, and yeah, and that's pretty much the deck. We're gonna go into the sim, play a couple games. In case you didn't know, the sim is currently not up to date for the Western meta, so at least I don't think so. Yeah, we're still in EBO2. OPO 11 is coming out tomorrow. Oh man, tomorrow. Oh man, I hope you guys are ready. Well, as of the time of streaming this, OPO 11 is coming out tomorrow. So depending on when this gets uploaded, it will either be, it's definitely going to be past the prime. Oh no, another one. Let's see who wins this. I'll keep this. But yeah, I hope you're ready. Let's see who the better Nami player, who's the better bad bitch. Take that, turn that. Not gonna worry too much about the order. I'm curious to see what kind of build this Nami has. What do you got going on for yourself? Oh, okay, I see. They're anticipating getting hit, which we can use to our advantage. Because if they're expecting to get hit, we can force them to overcommit. Regardless, they're losing a card. That's the goal. And then we'll just pay out a blocker and we'll end the turn. See if they have something better going on. See, if they would have saved that, they could have easily bounced this Beiji back to hand. Chances are, though, they probably have another one in the woodworks. Oh no, I'm out of water. Oh, ooh, interesting. Okay. Do we want to waste counter for this? I don't want to waste my searcher necessarily, but I might waste the searcher for now. Probably would have been better to waste the Frankie on that, because the searcher probably would have been a little bit better. Okay. Not really sure what this Nami player is going to do, but they're going to do something eventually. I definitely ended my turn. Yeah, I ended my turn, but we're just waiting for them. They should be going up to 6. There we go. It's taking them a while to click buttons. I can tell you that much. I'm not going to say anything about their skill level. No trigger. I'm curious to see what they're going to do for 6 Dawn. Because all that tells me is that they have something. They have a play. I don't know what the play is, but they have something planned. Okay, that's bouncing that back. What do you do for the rest of the Dawn? Like a Cavendish potentially? Oh no, what the heck? Okay, this is a very different list. I will tell you that much. This list is not what I would have expected. Okay. Now, what exactly do we do here? Now, what's a good option for us to do? We could get rid of this for 4 Dawn. That leaves us with 3 Dawn, which then we can play out our Beiji if we swing. Let's see what they want to do with this, if they want to block out immediately. If they block out immediately, we switch our game plan. If they block out, then I think we just probably play the Luffy and leave the Dawn open for the Red Hawk. I think that's the plan for this turn. Okay. So at 8 Dawn, what's their best play? Katakuri, Kid. They could be playing that Law. Don't know. This is already a list that I'm very unfamiliar with. This is the cool thing about Nami as well, is you can kind of build Nami. Nami has a generic enough ability. You can kind of just build it however you feel like. And it's not necessarily the wrong answer, potentially. But, you know, we'll see. Time will tell. I don't think Nami's the strongest, obviously. I think we're looking at like, what, a tier 2 leader? I mean, but then again, when tier 1 is completely packed to the brim with Luffy's, yeah. So we'll trash that. It's fine. Probably no card action. I think I'm just going to use that. That Red Hawk. No point of wasting other counter for that. That's why we left it up, is to use it. Okay. We're seeing none of our top end. This sucks. So we have Red Rock and 3 Dawn to play with. Because they're gonna have to discard 2 cards regardless of how they want to do this. Man, this guy's playing so slow. Okay. And then we'll do that. So next turn we'll actually be able to play our own Eustace Kid. 9, 10. Play Eustace Kid and then maybe swing again, similar to how we did here. Potentially, actually probably get a blocker up. So we'll probably have to swing naked with everyone. Unless he goes completely bananas and just eats up all 2 life somehow. Then we'll have to counter out weird. Eight, he might play another Eustace Kid. It's very, very likely. Oh, okay. Rush Luffy. Probably gonna rush into this Luffy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 3k counter. We could do that. We could save it. If he was smart, he'd probably give it to this, which then would just eat up more cards in hand. So he plans on bouncing this. Ooh. No, we are gonna save it, but he does have that Nojiko, so this Luffy's days are numbered. Okay. So this is a bit of an issue. We might take our top life to try to deal with this. So 8, 10. He might be able to save it. We'll see if he'll be able to save it. He's pretty low in hand size, so if he saves it, we can Okay, good. Thank God. And then just go 5 in, see if he'll discard a card. But yeah, this Leafy's not sticking around for much longer. Unless I want to get this down, which if I get this down, if I get it down, I can save the Luffy, put it back into life. Could be the better idea. In fact, I'm not against that idea. I'm not against the idea of putting down the beige to try to save the Nojiko, or put down the beige so that Nojiko doesn't get used up unless he counters with Nojiko. This guy, come on. This guy's like, it's got dial-up internet. We're spending, oh, okay, so he countered out with the Nojiko. That's a good sign. I think that's a good sign. I'm gonna say that's a good sign. And then we'll end the turn. Select a card to discard. There we go. I'm gonna be upset if he had another Nojiko. I'm under the assumption he had one. Okay, that's fine. Because we would still technically have lethal with our searcher out. And for 4 Dawn, what's he gonna do? Swing in for 4. 7. I'm gonna let this resolve. Because for 2 Dawn, you can't rush anything out for 2 Dawn. And he hasn't shown that he has any events. So he's gonna get rid of that. That's fine. Unfortunately, probably would have been smarter to play this. So I think this is the make or break it moment. Do we try to go for game because we don't have much going on, or do we try to hold out? Let's see. I think this is the nut up or shut up kind of moment. We'll see if he has it. Regardless, I would be just happy for this match to end. Man's wasted like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 minutes. This man's wasted 4-ish minutes, 4+ minutes thinking. I'm like, come on, I get it. Like, I get it. Making decisions is really hard. But at some point, man, come on. we gotta move on. So this is basically, this will be like the make it or break it moment, is whether or not we make it out of this. Which for a 7 cost swing or a 7 swing, I don't think we're making it out. This is a relatively easy thing to counter out of, yeah. Okay, let's concede. Because yeah, I'm not gonna wait for him to take another 5 minutes to figure out if he wants to swing me for lethal or not. Let's see what we have. I guess we'll try Odin. I haven't fought Odin in a billion years. Try to mulligan that. Oh, I recognize this list. Can't search this out. Do we just double down on the top end and just pray we get there? I think so. What's he gonna be searching for? Ah, okay. So he's gonna be playing out his Exodia piece, his Kinemon. Combine the two pieces together. He's flabbergasted why that didn't work. He's like, I've calculated everything to the last minuscule possibility. There's no way, there's no possible way he could have got out of that 5. He's just too powerful. He's simply too powerful. Oh, I think that was his first time trying the deck out, and he didn't fully understand how the deck worked. Or like that was his first time using the Kinemon Exodia thing. So I'm gonna cut up some slack and say that it was just a misplay. I'll keep this. Even though our Luffy won't be searchable because we have this searcher, we'll be able to look for some other pieces that are necessary. Kobe's a little bit tricky. You gotta be careful because Kobe can protect his board with his trash. So keeping that in mind. We're just gonna try to keep that in mind, that this Kobe's very good at keeping his board safe. So the more aggressive we are towards him, the more defensive he has to play. Yeah. So with that in mind, how do we want to handle this? Oh, he triggered that. We're just gonna try to stay on top of him. Next turn we can play something else. We can maybe do a Beiji search and then play out Frankie, potentially, or play out the Beiji and then do the 2 swings. We'll see. what I'm kind of hoping for is that this version of Kobe isn't playing a ton of counters, which it looks like he is. Which he had to give up his searcher for, which is fine. That's one of his searchers. So on his 7 Dawn, or relatively soon, he'll be able to play out his Helmeppo, get Kobe back out. All right, this looks like it's a pretty standard, straightforward build. All right, he has a blocker out now, so we can lay off him for a turn. Let's try to find our Luffy. There it is. Unfortunately, we don't have that. And then for Dawn, we can either swing harder. Maybe we swing a little bit harder. There we go. Could have used his blocker, but he didn't. So what I'm expecting is I'm expecting Helmeppo. Because I think Helmeppo's a 6-drop. Or this one. I think we're going to use the card action. Resolve. Okay. So now we're at 7 Dawn. We could put Luffy in life, but we won't be able to play out the Luffy combo. So I think we put that on the back burner for a turn. 4, 5, 6, 7. Trying to think. Let's see what he does, because I might try to switch this. Try to just get 2 attacks in, just to eat up more cards. Okay, so he's at 5. Do I want to? Might throw out Frankie. Oh, okay. Let's see what he had. Yeah, he didn't have very much. All right, that's fine. Try a Yamato. So we're on the second curve. I think I'm going to keep the hand. I think I'm fine with this. Yeah, because we'll probably leave this up for defense. Play out our searcher. Please don't tell me, please. Please don't be a soul player. Okay. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I was about to have a panic attack. We can't even grab the other one. We can't grab anything. Boo. That's fine. We just moved all the bad cards out of our way. Well, quote unquote bad cards. We're just more likely to see what we need. So 5, 8, 9. I do want to 8, and then we're probably going to counter that. Watch us draw the 5-cost Luffy now. Okay, good. I'm glad we did it for once. I don't know if Yamato's gonna be playing events. I don't imagine they will. Okay. Five Dawn. They haven't played a searcher out, so either they don't have a searcher or oh. Oh, this is gonna suck. Well, might as well just block out of this. What is he gonna do for 2? Nothing. Apparently nothing. All right, well, there's that Luffy. This is a really rough one for Yamato. Probably gonna play a Hody. No, okay, banish. And then attach 5 here. 8, 10, 7, 8, 9. No, we're gonna have to say goodbye to our top 2 life. Rip. What did we lose? Fine. How's it feel? We're gonna discard probably this, because I definitely want to bounce potentially this back into hand or whatever they're gonna play next. A 9 Dawn, they don't have a boss. I mean, Yamato doesn't traditionally have a boss monster, so usually the top end ends around Hody. They could potentially be playing Ace. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That sucks. Use the trigger, and then this is going to use the trigger on that. Or that still would be 7. So 6. Sure. Let's see. So we have 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we can get out of this. The question is, oh, we're gonna have to give them both cards. Okay. So yay! Got the crack back. No counter in hand. Oh boy. Refresh. Oh my gosh, someone's playing dragon. I never thought I would see the day. I'm gonna keep this. We have our perfect curve. Well, a good curve. Play this. We're gonna grab. Ooh. The only thing I'm scared of with dragon is the 8-drop dragon, but I'm not that scared. Okay. All right. I'm very unfamiliar with dragon. I know dragon is very similar to ST1 Luffy, the first Luffy starter deck, where you move Dawn around, you move your rest of Dawn around, and then swing for big numbers. Oh no, this guy. Oh, I'm not happy with this. Let's see how this plays out. don't want to use the card action. I think this is where we just use the blocker. It's a 5 life leader. It's gonna take us a while to burn a hole through this. Got 6 cards, man. You got something cooking. So probably Nojiko, this Karasu out of the way, because he's definitely gonna start getting a little too scary for my liking. But we're gonna be at 7. We won't be able to do everything. Oh no, not this. Okay, good. I'm glad I kept this. That's what I'm scared of. This is scary. So this Karasu is gonna do his thing again. Or I guess not. I don't think we use the card. No blocker. We'll let that resolve. Nice. Probably a good sneak attack. So I'm expecting, yeah. Then he's gonna use his ability. 4, 7. No, we're not gonna use that. No blockers. That resolve. Then we'll use the blocker on this one. So we definitely need to get that Nojiko out of the way. The question is, after that, what do we do? So that leaves us with 5. He hasn't played any, or maybe we could throw out a Beiji. No, because, well, maybe we do the Beiji thing. So 2, 3, or 5. Okay, so then that'll leave us with 2 to swing. If I did my math right. No, wait, I want to do... Put that. And then we do this. Crash this. Play that. And then we're going to swing in for a much bigger number. This Karasu is a problem, but I'm not going to worry too much about him yet. Right now, this is my priority. Deploy, get that out of here. And then we'll end the turn. Yeah, there's Dragon. Card action, crash that, resolve. So we're gonna be much harder to swing into. So he's only gonna be able to reduce it by 1. So we're still fine here. Solve. Thankfully we can get out of that scot-free. All right. So what I'm thinking, swing, take our life, swing for 8. He'll probably draw. If he doesn't, we're screwed. Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay, he's getting out of this one then. We need to pivot. We gotta pivot. We can't pivot. We put all the eggs in the basket here. We put, fuck, what do we put into life? 8, 9, 2. Get rid of that. Okay, shit. We have sorely misplayed this. Well, we misread the room. Let's put this in our life. And then we're just gonna end the turn. Crap. That was unfortunate. I wasn't expecting him to stonewall me like that. What's the backup plan? Backup plan, once he starts swinging, we're gonna have to discard this Beiji, put us at 7, and then start eating up our 2Ks to hopefully survive. Seven, all right. And then just start slowly chipping away at this. Because he still has that 5 rush shirt Luffy in hand. I don't think he's discarded that. Definitely not. Oh god. I see you, man. I see this Luffy. Yeah, that's it. Oh, that was that sucked. Let's try this guy. Calgara. I still don't know how to fight Calgara. Okay. Kind of mulligan this for a better hand. I would say that's probably better. But we won't be able to find our... Let's see if we can find our law. Did not find law. We found a law, but not the law we need. We could take this Beiji, but we still don't have the kid in hands. We'll take this. We'll turn it like that. Okay, we're all good. Fantastic. So with this, we're looking maybe for Red Rock. Could grab this. Bow, 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 bow. Okay. Or we get rid of our Beiji already. Nice. All right. So we're as far as like what we want to do, we're ready to do it. We're not worried about that. Actually, well, it'll be 5 dawn. 5 dawn, we could play out this Luffy because we're gonna have to wait until like 9 dawn to actually do our thing, unless we draw what we're supposed to. 5. Let's see what we can do here. I think we do play out our Luffy. Maybe that wasn't the greatest idea. Maybe playing out the blocker would have been smarter. Swing in for 8, play blocker. Because now we're gonna have to eat up these 3 hits. And then whatever else he has planned for us. And we're both sitting at pretty high life totals, so 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll be able to KO things. This is just a searcher. What did you draw? Okay, that's fine. Okay. So oh, this is diabolical. I would say focus on the board. Okay. Hmm. Still has 6 dawn open. Do something with it. Five dawn. Still play out. What is it? Gidatsu. Won't be as effective, but still a possibility. Five. cards in hand. 9, 8, 9. Yeah, we're at 9. So I think we do the Beiji Law heal. Don't want to save this. Okay. And then I'm really tempted. I'm tremendously tempted. We're gonna put this at the top of our life. Does he have anything in Rush? If he plays an L, he has Rush. That only gives him 3 Dawn to play with though, but this is a pretty big swinger. He's got something big. He might have an ace. Or this and no, that's right. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to resolve that. I think we end up doing the same thing again, right? Well, he does have 5 cards in hand. He has this blocker that I'm a little worried about. Gotta use your blocker. Oh, let's go. Whew, my heart. My aching, breaking heart. That was pretty good. I felt like this was like a good session of One Piece. I rarely have good sessions with One Piece. I think the combination of just having more time to play with this has done me a world of good. So I guess in the future we'll just do something like that where we just take a deck and we're just gonna stream them. We're just gonna stream our gameplay with the deck, and eventually we're gonna get to a stream session where we get good runs. This, I would argue, was a good run. I don't remember what the win rate is. We're probably about 50-50 with our win rate. Arguably probably a bit higher for all the people who dropped out early, but I'm decently happy with this. So I'm more than happy to push this up and see where it goes. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about this list. What do I think about this list? I like it because it's a little goofy. It's a little different. It's something that takes 2 ideas and meshes them well, I think, you know, well enough. Because we have the Beiji searchability for Straw Hat stuff, and then we have like the Goa Kingdom power boosting little engine right here, the little engine that could. But I think the combination of these 2 things kind of work pretty well. I'm very impressed with it. I like it. I like it enough to want to build it. Obviously, I've been if you're watching this on YouTube, it's been 2 weeks prior to this getting uploaded of me streaming and losing with this deck. So take that with how you will. but I'm fairly happy with this. I think it did decently well. So let me know what you think about Nami, how you plan on building her, and what else? Yeah, just basically like that. Like, what are you looking forward to in OP11? Because honestly, this is all I'm looking forward to in OP11. It's just Nami. I don't care about the new Luffy leader. He's like, of course, he's gonna be the strongest leader in the current set. So I'm not too concerned about him. I'm pretty sure he'll have plenty of love. Let me know what you like outside of Blue Purple Luffy. And I'm gonna go ahead and leave you here. And until next time, goodbye. Goodbye. Adios. Adios. Bye. Bye. Bye.